this morning, and we are here at Voda World, courtesy of TLB Boxing Promotions in association with SABC, and of course we've got Mama Joyce Kungwani, and we've got Veli Kungwani, who's the CEO of TLB Boxing Promotions. Let's give him a big round of applause. Veli actually does sterling work and puts everything together. And we are here at this premier venue. You know, it's a good thing, and we were discussing it earlier on with Sebs and you know, the boxing colleagues here, that you know, Hayden as well, to say that you know, we need to see this kind of spectacle, you know, and I think TLB has taken strides and over time given us great tournaments, and actually now they bring us to this venue. You know, it's such an unbelievable feat. You know, let's give TLB a big round of applause. And we've got VIPs, guests. Welcome everybody, the media. Welcome, Hayden Bruce Jones, Boxing SA Boxing Talk. Welcome. And you know, everybody that has made this event a success. You know, we have a huge occasion coming up, a huge program coming up, courtesy of TLB Boxing Promotion. And of course, I'm not going to steal the thunder. I'm not one to steal the thunder. We're going to give to a lady that we always know and admire, and we always refer to her as the president of boxing in South Africa. She does a lot of work for boxing. She is actually passionate, she's dedicated, she's got the determination to ensure that boxing takes its rightful place in the country. So I'm not gonna take any more time. I'm gonna hand over to Ms. Joyce Kungwani, and let's all give a big round of applause. In fact, a standing ovation for Joyce Kungwani. A standing ovation, I said, for Joyce Kungwani. If we can stand up and clap for her, I'll be so happy. Joyce Kungwani.
Good morning, everybody. I don't know what to say, Brasipo. You see, I see you're used to sharing. This is what I want. Brasipo, we don't share mics. Yes, but on a serious note, I want to greet everybody and welcome everybody that's here. And yes, members of the media, you know, when we call you, you always come running. We really appreciate your support throughout. But it's not yet time for me to thank, but it's to state the reason why we are here. Tamla, I guess Brasipo did not recognize you. Brasipo, we've got Tamla in the house. We've got the last born promotions that we are together in this event. But let me do what I'm expected to do so that we don't waste time, because we were supposed to start at 11 o'clock, but already we're 35 minutes late. As we all know, from the 26th of November, it will be the beginning of the 16 days of activism against abuse of women and children. And as TLB, you know, we're very passionate when it comes to supporting women. And we felt it's important that we also take part in within the 16 days by putting up a boxing event, and for our boxers to tell the world what is it that they say about abuse of women and children. And we will be here on the 28th of November, where the event will be taking place. And I kept it as a surprise to actually say, Brasipo, The 28th will be the first phase. We will be having the 11th happening again. And that will be in Mpumalanga. 11th December, Mpumalanga. 28th November, Vorawelt. I don't see excitement from the boxers. So I'm going to share the two bills because I spoke of two venues. So it obviously says there should be two bills. Meva and Tete, you're not opponents. You're definitely not going to fight each other. Okay, let's start with the bill for the 28th of November. That is the bill that will be happening here at Vorawelt. We have the vacant SA bantamweight between Athenkosi Dumezweni. He will be fighting Lindile Chamase from the Eastern Cape. Because he's in the Eastern Cape, he couldn't be part of the presser today. Then we have the main supporting bout between Kaya Busakwe, who will be fighting Talent Baloy as the challenger for the Gauteng lightweight title. And then the exciting one, the return of the, what is his name, by the way? Not his real name. The one that he threatens people with.
Cruel.
The Cruel. Tsikom Lobeti, he will be fighting Onke Duke from Gauteng. Where's Onke? Not yet. Okay. And then the one that is very close to my heart, Tempo, the female bout. We will be having our lightweight 8 rounds between Xolisani Ndongeni, our SA champion, but she won't be defending this time. It's just an 8-rounder. She will be fighting Celia Pitusani from Zimbabwe. Our junior lightweight, Lucky Munyambani, he will be fighting Prince Ndlovu, not Ndlovu. Our junior lightweight 4 rounds is going to be between Caden Truten and Ramsey Hlongwane. I don't know if you want to have comments to this one, Brasipo, so that we can move to the other one.
Yeah, I don't like that side. Sis Joyce, I think this is awesome. This is explosive. You know, it's quite a huge tournament by any standards. It's actually of every proportion. And I'm not sure if because this is actually a media conference, just to find out if there's anybody that has a question from the media, you know, that they want to ask Sister Joyce in the front, Joyce Kumwani, the promoter, concerning this tournament that she's actually outlined to us. And I'm sure it's going to be very explosive, but is there anybody from the media with a question? I see there's a hand up there.
Thank you. My name is Sebo from ENC. My question, I don't know, is directed to Kolos. It's fine. Can I ask anyone from the panel? Thanks. Yeah, Kolosa, I mean, we were together at your previous fight, you know, where you fought very well. What does it mean? I mean, it's COVID times, having such tournaments almost regularly by TLB. What does it mean for you as a female boxer? We all know that it's scarce to get fights, but because of COVID, what does it mean for you to be getting regular fights like this? And what does it mean for your career? Thanks.
morning, everyone. I don't know what can I say. I'm very happy. And thank you, Mommy. You look after us 100%. I don't know what I can say. Thank you very much. Because it's a lockdown, there is no fight, but she pushes us every now and then. Since I'm under her, I'm fighting 24/7. Thank you very much.
I don't know if there's Hayden Bruce Jones from SA Boxing Talk.
Yeah, how's it, everyone? I've got a quick question. Tiko Molovetsi, coming back. It's been a while since we've seen you in the ring. What inspired the comeback?
Hello? How's it, everyone? I've been long time fighting, so I want to show many people that I'm coming back. So it's not because of I've maybe 3 years and a half or nearly 3 years without fighting. So with this fight, I'm ready. I'm going to show many people that this is going to be a knockout. Yeah, knockout.
And any more questions before we allow Ms. Kumar to continue with the program? Because she's got other good news to tell us. She's got a good story to tell. Any more questions? Okay. Ms. Joyce Kumar.
Thank you, Brasipo. The 11th of December, Mpumalanga. You know, there's a saying that says, you save the best for last. And that's what came to my mind as we were busy preparing. And I know at first Tamda people, yes, they came here with that initial plan to say we will be having the return of Tetes, the return of Tikos here at Border World. But you see, we've got so many boxers. And if you've got an opportunity of allowing more boxers space to can fight, why not do it then? So as TLB, then we spoke and said, last ball promotions, let's rather take Tete out of this one and Nomeva and Chauke. And we said, for us, would want to close the year with a bang. And because it's a bang, we felt that let it be the closing tournament for TLB. And the main bout for the 11th is a junior featherweight between Zolani Tete, obviously from South Africa, versus Jalbir Komera from the Filipino. The main supporting is junior welterweight between Xolisani Ndongeni, South Africa, and Soni Kandiago from Filipino. We have the SA title that will be defended by Jackson Chauke versus Mpo Seforo. I think Mpo is here. Not yet? Okay. Okay. We also have flyweight 8 rounds. Sinetemba Kotana from the Eastern Cape versus Tabang Ramahole from Gauteng. The one that is very passionate to my heart, female junior lightweight, Bukiwe Nonina, South Africa, versus Chiesa Homakoma from Zimbabwe. Junior welterweight, Xolani Ndongeni versus Athenkosi from KZN. And the last one, which happens to be the first one when we having the tournament, Anon Lubisi from Mpumalanga versus Mandla Simanga. That's all for the 11th of December. That's the last pair. Thank you.
I hope everybody can hear me from where I am. I'm trying to talk as loud as I can. After Ms. Kumwani speaks, you don't know what to say. You know, she actually sets the stage alight. Bromla, it's an honor to have you here. It's an honor and a privilege. And for all of us that follow boxing, you know, all boxing licensees, boxing followers, we know who Zolani Tete is. And he's right here with us, you know, former world champion. So let's give him a big round of applause. Zolani Tete. An honor and a privilege to have you here, Zolani. You know, you actually boast the quickest knockout in boxing history, you know, which was 11 seconds. And that was in England sometime, and we were all watching. And Zolani is here with us. You know, it's quite an honor, Sister Joyce. I can't believe, I don't know how you put this together, but this is unbelievable stuff. A big round of applause for Sister Joyce. And Xolisani Ndongeni, former world champion as well. Can you believe this? You know, this is the bill. This is the bill on the 11th of November that TLB brings. And it's world class. You know, it's all world champions, former world champions. And who can ask for more? You know, let's give Xolisani a big round of applause. And TLB, and of course, Athenkosi Dumezweni. We all know Athenkosi. He's also a champion in his own right. Tiko Molovetsi, a champion in his own right. Kolosa, a champion in her own right. So this is a world-class tournament. And you cannot really argue against it, Seth Rothman. You can't argue. You know, former champion as well, world champion as well, Sebastian Rothman. You can't argue with this. Prabla, what have you got to say about this? And we need to really get your opinion about what TLB has done, what Joyce has done, and I think this is another level. This is just going, I don't know what to say, but I'm so excited for TLB. Mla Tengifen, I said earlier on, it's an honor and privilege, you know, I don't want to say it many times. But what have you got to say about this?
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We brought you a big one, Zolani Tete. It's been 6 years since he last fought in South Africa. You know, I gave a call to Sis Joyce sometime, I think around July. To say, Sis Joyce, I would love to have Zolani in South Africa once to fight here. And I was saying that on my background, it was at some point 2018, Sis Joyce and Lidwaba approached me to say, when you are ready, Damla, please, I would love to do a Zolani in South Africa. 3 years down the line, that time came and I approached him. And indeed, we are here today. Thank you so much, Sis Joyce, for giving us that opportunity. The last time Zolani fought was 2019. It's been 2 years already. He's itching to fight. He wants to fight. We are delaying him in Sis Joyce. He wanted to fight on the 28th. I had to say, Zolani, 2 weeks only with Brahman. Now he's saying it means Damla haven't fought for 2 years and 11 days. We just have to do it. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone who's here. We are here with Zolani, and he will give you a big one. I hope his opponent will stand not only for 11 seconds this time around. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
That's obviously those words from Damla Tengin Fene about the fight that's coming up. But then I don't think it would do justice if we do not get the protagonist to say something about the fight that's upcoming, you know, on the 11th of November, and also welcome one of our ring officials, well-known ring officials, Xolisani Ndongeni. She's here with us. Welcome. Let's give her a big round of applause. And let me start with Xolisani Nomeva. Xolisani, your fights, explosive, you know, the dance, you know, coming in. We all get so excited when you come in, and I know Mama Joyce also likes to dance when you come into the ring, and everybody dances. You know, you're just that kind of a person. Now, what can we expect on that day, on the 11th of November?
All right, thank you, President, and also want to greet everyone that is here. Thank you, Mama Joyce and TLB. Last one promotions, I thank you, and all the media that is involved. And the border world, your place is beautiful. I wish we can fight here. I wish you can make this fight weekly or monthly. Because this place is nice, it's beautiful. Okay, fine. I'm fighting in Mpumalanga now, and it's a great fight for me. For the fact that I'm fighting in the same bout with Zolani Tete, we all respect and know that he's a world champion, and he's one of the big boxers ever in the world that we have. So for me to fight in the same bill with him is already an achievement and a very good opportunity for me, and also a motivation for me to go and fight, you know, because I know it's a big day, and it's South Africa. The whole South Africa will be watching the fight, because remember in the fight there is Zolani Tete, there is going to be me, there is Oscar Chauke. He's one of the great fighters, and he's a former Olympian, and surely there's going to be a showdown. And Archie is fighting here, and happy birthday to Archie. It's his birthday today. So I'm fighting a guy from Philippines. I looked at him, and Shannon, who watched him a lot, and then we talk about him, we discussed, we were getting ready for the fight. We were hoping to fight on the 28th, but then things have changed. But I think it's also still good for me, because I'm coming from a wedding and I was still like, oh, yeah. So the 11 days more, it's helping me. I'm a bit good, I'm fine with it. So we know him, we've seen him, we watched him. I believe he's going to be a strong boxer. All the boxers from Philippines, they come here to fight, and they're strong and they fit. And the guy had sparred with Manny Pacquiao, who's one of the icons and big boxers in the world. So I cannot take him for granted, and I know he's motivated, because not everyone sparred with Pacquiao. When I was in America, I wanted to spar with him, but didn't get the chance, you know. So for him to have shared the ring with Manny Pacquiao, even if it's sparring, it means a lot. It means that the guy is motivated. It means that the guy knows that he can box, so he's going to come and fight. So I'm expecting a very big fight, and it's a good fight for me. Praebis, I want to thank you for all the work you are putting in and growing my career every day. And Tamla, I want to thank you a lot for everything, even though we don't talk every now and then, but I know we want the best. So I'm gonna make sure that I give you a fight, and I'm gonna win with all cost. I'm gonna make sure that I win the fight, regardless of how I win it, but I have to win it. It's gonna be a big fight for me. It's a good test for me to check if I'm still ready to go back to the world. I used to be on top of the world. I was the once rated number 2 in the world, I need to go back there. And Mom Joyce, next year I need more and more big fights. You must make sure, because I'm gonna win this one. Sharp.
Thank you very much. That's Xolisani Ndongeni. Well, he needs more fights, as he says, and I'm sure because he just got married, so he's lost a lot of money. So congratulations. I always pick on him because he never invited me. So yeah, congratulations, Xolisani Ndongeni. And one thing that we need to know about him, he has stayed overseas. He stayed in the United States, and he fought against Devin Haney. You know, notable boxer Devin Haney. We all know Devin Haney. So this is the reason that I say, Pramla, this is world class. You know, we're talking world class here. Let's give a big round of applause again. It's just an opportunity to say a few words because it's actually about the boxers. You know, it's all about the boxers. The reason why we're here is about the boxers. We come to this man, you know, and last born promotions. You know, there's not much I can say about him. Zolani Tete, well-known brand. Zolani, you had 11 seconds, you stopped a boxer. That was, you know, one of the quickest knockouts we ever saw or experienced. And you lost your title to Juan Riel Casimero. Okay. Now, I know you are a class fighter, and everybody was actually looking at you going up and actually fighting for undisputed, champion. But I know you're coming back like your trainer says, your coach says. What can you expect on that day, on the 11th of November, that you're coming back on this platform that is actually brought to us by TLB Boxing Promotions? And it's quite a privilege, even an honor for South Africans, for Africa, for the whole world, to be experiencing this kind of a comeback where you are coming on a platform like this as a world-class boxer.
Thank you very much, Kusiko. Firstly, let me greet everyone inside. Greet you, Sister Joyce, Tamla, and all the boxers. Ngiyathanda ke mna ke ukumixa at times because we are these colors that we are, but we are all South Africans. Coming to your question, Putsiko, I think TLB and Last One Promotion has answered a question that everyone has been asking me, and it has been so difficult for me to answer because I'm a boxer. You know, a lot of people wanted to find out when is Zolani fighting here back at home. You know, I am not a person to lie, so I would say, hey, I don't know. But we see you are training almost every day. I said, I know I'm training, but I don't know when I'm fighting here at home. Maybe I would fight outside. That's a promise that I would give. But the Notabla came through and said, hey, there's an opportunity that we want to produce Nanosis Choice for you so that people can get to see you, Nyan. Sorry, it's time for training for me. So that people can get to see you. Zolani is eager to fight, is hungry, wants to be in the ring like never before. There's one thing that people tend to forget, that this is not the first time Nomeva and I are sharing a tournament. In East London, we had a tournament that had to take people away at the door because it was a full house. You know, when you mention the two names, then you know you are talking about boxing. I believe we are bringing boxing, not that boxing was dead, but we are bringing boxing in style in Mpumalanga. As we'll be facing tough opponents, both Nomeva and I, and all the other fighters that will be fighting. Now, always have a say, now that I'm fighting a Filipino for it, you remember, 2 years ago. So Ukomero has an opportunity to answer. Does he remember now 2 years ago when I lost my title? So that's the unfortunate part for him, that you'll have to answer for his brother from another mother, and also give a message to his brother from another mother that Zolani is back, and he's not just back, but he's back with a bang, and he wants to claim all the titles. Luckily for him, Casimiro, he grabbed the title away from me. He didn't beat me, but he grabbed the title. Come December 11th, there will be fireworks, and I believe everyone that I'll be sharing the ring with will also be shown the style, because it will be the night of champions, and I believe we are all champions just by stepping inside the square ring. Thank you.
English, flowing. I think he's sending a message to the Filipinos, John Casemiro. But here we go, back with a vengeance. That's what he says, and it's on TLB Boxing Promotion and Last Born Promotion. So I don't know what's going to happen in the sprint, Sis Joyce, but you know, I'm just scared. This is probably the biggest tournament we've ever had in this country. I must say that. Hayden, I know I'll probably say I stand corrected, but I know I am correct. This is the biggest tournament we'll ever have, that we have these two former world champions on the same bill, brought to you proudly by TLB Boxing Promotions. So let's give the two boxers a big round of applause. Athenkosi Dumezweni. Athenkosi. I hear it's your birthday, so we were supposed to sing for you, but we don't have voices. So you'll bear with us. Because Mama Joyce but she can't do it. But anyway, Athenkosi, a big platform for you. You know, these two stars, superstars actually in their own right. And you've got TLB Boxing Promotions, which is the premier boxing promotions company in the country. Now, what does this mean to you, to your career? I know you're a former WBC silver champion. So what do you look forward to on this tournament?
Thank you, Principal. Good evening to everyone in the hall. Yeah. Thank you to Mama Joyce to give me this opportunity. Again, yeah. Yeah, because I told to Sis Joyce, what I want to do in boxing, I just want to grab WBC world title. That's one thing I want to do. Yeah, when I lost my WBC silver, yeah, I'm happy to have this opportunity with TLB. I see my brother Zolani now next to me. Yeah, with TLB. Yeah, always when I'm fighting, I remember starting to fight to challenge the WBC silver. Zolani was there telling me that, brother, you have to go and take it. Even the last time when I lost my WBC silver, he said, brother, please fight well. Yeah, all those things. When I see him now next to me, I remember all those things. You always motivate me. Now I'm going for SA. Yeah, I'm going for SA. It's round 3, me and Chemese. It's round 3. The first time you knocked me on round 12. Yeah, with the last minutes. Round 2, I knocked him in round 4. Yeah, even now, I'm gonna knock him early. I won't go with him far. Yeah, I'm gonna knock him early to show that I'm not supposed to campaign with these boxers from South Africa. I have to campaign outside the country, because I need to grab the world titles also. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure to go and grab those titles, because my camp always is behind me all the time. My camp, even if I'm not them, I'm not with them, they always send me the videos, all the workouts to prepare for my fights. They're always checking on me. I have to say thank you to my camp. Thank you to everyone who came here to support us. And thank you.
That's Athenkosi Dumezweni. Athenkosi says he's going to knock his opponent early. I don't know, Tamla, if he'll make the 11 seconds. I don't know if that's how early Zolani. I mean, he just said he's going to do it quickly. So let's see if he does it within 11 seconds. That he will break your record.
We must go for a try.
Okay. We just spoke to the boxers, and obviously they told us what will happen on that day. From the media, now just giving an opportunity to the media. I know Bratsepo, and I'm sure Bratsepo, you've got plenty of questions, and Hayden, and anybody from the media that wants to ask a question, please just raise your hand, and the fine gentleman here will bring the mic to you.
Thanks. To Zolani, just share the experience of not having a fight during COVID. I mean, how has the process been for you? It has been new for everyone, every sporting personality, every athlete. But for you personally, how has the experience been? Has it been a tough journey till this far? Thank you.
Program. I'm not good at telling lies, so I'm gonna tell you straight as it is. You know, this COVID thing has never been easy. Not only me, but I believe all the South African boxers, and I believe the boxers around the whole world. Not fighting for 6 months, maybe you can accept that, but not fighting for 2 years, it's unacceptable, and it's a very sad thing when it comes to your career. If you are a person who's watching your career and you know you've got a time frame, there's one thing about me, I don't want boxing to retire me, but I want to retire from boxing. So I had a time frame. Now when this COVID thing came, I had to adjust. That's one thing that I can do. I believe all the champions are capable of doing, because once you meet a tough opponent, you need to adjust and you need to adapt for something new. So this COVID thing has tried actually to kill us as boxers. But I believe we are strong fighters, and we've shown to people that we are indeed strong fighters, and now we are fighting, after a very long layoff, of which we never wanted to be off on boxing, but this COVID thing took the decision for us. But it's good that we are back and fighting. That's good.
All right, so I'm going to ask 2 questions. First question is for you, Zolani. We noticed that you've changed weight divisions now. Have you set any plans for which world champion you want to go at after you get this victory?
Once you change the division, you know for a fact that you're going for a world title. It matters not if it's a WBC, WBO, WBA, IBF, but the main aim is to grab the world title. The fact that we changed the division is not because we were struggling from the previous division. I can still make the bantamweight, but we just want to campaign in 2 different divisions, and I believe that's possible. So we want to stabilize ourselves now junior further and see how far we can take. But hopefully by the end of next year, maybe we'll have a world title and a defense and a couple of defenses, or maybe go back and take my titles from the Pandamway champions. so I believe Utabla, after the 11th of December, you will have sleepless nights because you will have to knock on all the doors, whether Pandam, Junior Fair, but you will have to knock, and the unfortunate part is that you won't get good answers all the time.
All right, and the second question's for Nomeva. You mentioned bigger fights. You want bigger fights next year. Are there names?
Aiden, thank you for the question. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't have names at the moment. At the space where I even told Oprah ABs that I wanna take it slowly but surely and get to the top. So I'm just hoping that from next year, in my next fight, I'll be fighting at least a top 10 contender. I'm not rushing for anything at the moment. I just want to see myself going back and be able to be a challenger or a contender for any title. So I don't want to be calling names at the moment. I want to focus on this that is in front of me. And after that, the same night I will take diabetes. The diabetes, you need to level up now. I'm ready for the top 10. So, no choice. They will need to make sure that they are working. As soon as I win that fight, I will tell them.
I'm hoping there's probably some members of the media here that probably came late that would like to ask questions. If not, that will obviously Tiko Bloketi, I don't know. You spoke earlier, that's why. I remember your fight. You fought Ali Funeka. What a fight! You know, and I think everybody started knowing the name. And I think Mama Joy said cruel. Cruel. What is it? Cruel Junior. Aha, Cruel Junior. But everybody knew who you were. And from that time on, I think a lot of things might have happened to you, but we didn't see you, you know, in the boxing space. You know, can you tell us your return? You know, what does that really mean to you? You know, that you own the TLB bill.
Hello everyone. First of all, I want to thank SSJ's TLB promotion for giving me another chance to be back in the ring. Because many people said, Siko is retired and it's no more. Yeah, because of I was always smart eating. After that, there's news. So I asked Joyce for giving me the chance. And she said she was with the chance. And give me a chance. And I want to show many people that sorry. I've got my opponent next to me, sorry. I've got my opponent next to me.
I'm a referee, don't worry.
Okay. Is it him? You?
Yeah, it's your opponent.
Okay, I was training them. I was training them.
You're not scared.
Okay. I was training them late. After that, now I'm working in church. It's my coach now. I was training for my flight. I do. Now I put a date. And so I think, you want to test me with Duke. Yeah, this Duke. Duke is taking my fight. Which means many people listen, which means you want to try. If somebody want to try, because they said I would have interest. So, boxing is my talent. I'm born to fight. I'm born to fight. Even as they said I'm not fit, I'm born to fight. And you remember, when I'm fighting Funeka, I think you can't go run jump in number 6 or number 5. Because I know. Because I don't think you can go for it. I want to walk out. I'm back. I'm back.
That's Siko Cruel Jr., he says he's back. Onke Duka, I didn't even know that you're sitting next to your opponent, but maybe that was by design. However, I'm sure you don't like the way he's looking at you. Yeah. So, Onke Duke, this gentleman, on the 11th of November, this is what he says. He promises you, he's going to show you his back. And I'm sure you're not going to just, on the 28th, that's the 28th. Okay, thank you, this is Joyce. I know there's 2 tournaments here, so I need to familiarize myself with them. So what have you got to say to Tsiko? Because the reason that you took the fight is obviously because you're coming in to fight. So, Damla, I think this is going to be a good fight.
Hello everybody, this is Joyce. I'd like to say thank you for the opportunity. Good November, good. Good Zolani, good. Athenkosi, I'm afraid. Good Cruel, good. I just wanted to highlight to you that time has changed, time has evolved. COVID was here, now it's slowly going. So you know what that means. To everyone who's seen me fight, I think I bring a different ball game to this guy's world. I don't think Cruel has ever seen anything like me before. My guy, I hope you made the right decision by choosing me as an opponent. I'm only thankful that you've given me this opportunity so I can get to test myself as a boxer. That's all I'm thankful for. And again, thank you for promising me a knockout. Let's see who stands for the last bell.
That's all thanks to Joyce's command. But A.B. Zumnisi, premier matchmaker in South Africa. A.B. Zumnisi, let's give him a big round of applause. This, I'm sure you agree, this is the best bill ever. These 2 bills, I mean, they just, I don't know. I'm gonna have sleepless nights. Talent Baloy, you came with Sebastian Rothman, former champion in his own right, a legend. Your nickname, Pum Pum, is that what we're gonna see on that thing?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us what to expect on that thing.
Firstly, I would like to greet everyone in the building. All I want to say is that the dog is hungry, and I think now is the time to eat. Yeah. And likely my opponent has arrived. He's right there. Okay. So the thing is, I don't undermine him, and he must not think, okay, I don't undermine you, nigga. And you must know, I'm hungry. I'm just an upcoming boxer who want to show the world what's in me. So just know and bear in mind, the fight's not gonna be easy. And I promise a knockout.
This fight is not going to be easy. But you come across, this man will be right there across the ring. You know, this is the Destroyer. That's your nickname. Kaya Busako. Kaya, Gauteng champion, former Gauteng champion. Still the champion, Gauteng champion. Is that the Gauteng title fight? Okay, thank you, Sis Joyce. Kaya, you've heard what talent is bringing to the fight. He's actually coming to fight. You know, he's prepared for this fight, and he says it's not gonna go the full 10 rounds. What have you got to say about what he said right now?
Good afternoon, everybody who's here in the hall. Yeah, I'd like to thank my promotion company, TLB, for giving this opportunity. Yeah. Talent. Yeah, your weights are so good, man. That will give me a good challenge. I like your spirit. Here comes the day on the 28th. It's not far, it's around the corner. Then prove yourself. But you just finished to say to me. Yeah, I'm very prepared. Yeah, you're gonna see me on that day. It's gonna be a good fight to the spectators. That's how I believe. Thank you.
Everybody that's in attendance, VIPs, Voter World, the guests, trainers, boxers, would like to hand over to Ma'am Joyce right now. I think it's been a very successful media conference, and obviously we look forward to the 2 tournaments. Why is he sitting there? Lucky Munyabani. Lucky, can you give him the mic? Lucky, I know he's fighting on the 28th? 28th.
And also Tabanga Mahoda for him.
Where is it? Can they please come to the front, guys?
Ayoyika.
Ayoyika straight. Ayoyika straight. Is this the bout? No. No. Okay. Different bouts. Okay. Let's start first with Lucky Munyaman. Lucky, you came with Seps, obviously from the Seps team. That's your trainer. And I remember you fought Pila Mponyani for the SA title. I mean, that was one of the best fights I ever saw. But when you're coming on the TLB bill on the 28th of November, what can we expect from you? We haven't seen you fight in a very long time, and I'm sure also COVID was you fought? Oh, you fought in TLB. Oh, okay, okay, I stand corrected. That's why I've got Ma'am Joyce here to always correct me. Okay, what can we look forward to on this fight?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lucky Munyawani. I'd like to say thank you, Ma'am Joyce, to give me another opportunity to show the sweet science of boxing on the 28th of November this month. So I'm ready, guys. So I don't know how many fans they want. I don't know, but I will bring at least maybe 2 bus. Yeah, I think this time it's 2 bus. I hear a lot of boxers say, and I'm so happy to share the same space with Nasbon and also Nomeva, my brother Nomeva. I used to talk with Nomeva. We used to share some of the stuffs and everything. And congratulations about the wedding and everything, my brother. We're following you guys. Athenkosi, yeah, we're one of the best sparring partner. Those days, not now. And I like to say, 28th November, we're coming. The arena is big, but not that much. We'll see. So, thank you so much again.
And Lucky Munyebani actually brings a crowd. He does bring a crowd. He's got such support, and it's something that we need to cultivate as boxers. You know, I know Xolisani does it a lot. That you go on social media, you know, talk about these fights that are coming up. You know, we need to see you guys selling the fights. You know, selling yourself. You know, Last Born does it a lot. And, you know, Tsiko is doing it a lot, but he writes in Shangan, so I can't do that. It's not for me. So he always puzzles me, Hayden. But anyway, keep on selling the fights. That's what it's about. You know, I saw you also. I saw you. Ne? Don't want me to take out your secrets. Yeah, she also puts up. But let's see you going on Facebook. You know, I see a lot. Abis Mnisi does it a lot. You know, and Mama Joyce. Sometimes I always say she sits on the phone. You know, because she's always there, and she likes, and she puts something she likes. And I said, "What is Mama Joyce? Veni?" I said, "Mama Joyce, what?" She's always on Facebook. You know, she'll always sell the fights. She'll always sell the fights. And that's what it's about. We're moving to an era now, to levels. And we said, when we came in here at Voda World, I said, these are levels now, Tamla. You know, we're going up as boxing. You know, we're seeing the standard. But we need to also sell the fights. This is the premier boxing event and probably of the decade in South Africa. We've never seen a bill like this one. So we need to start letting people know, you know, because some people haven't seen boxing for a very long time. So in that way, they do not know what's happening. So it's up to us, every single one of us, to actually make sure that we sell the fights. So thank you very much. Let's give Lucky Munyebani a big round of applause. What's your nickname again?
My mentor used to tell me I'm a genius.
The genius, Lucky the genius, Munyebani. Thabang Ramahole, we haven't seen you in a ring for a very long time. You know, and Mama Joyce, you know, there's something that Mama Joyce always does. And you know, I give her credit. I know she puts it in a different way, but I don't want to say it here. Xolisani knows. Xolisani once kicked the table one day when she said, yeah, she takes them out of the dustbin. Xolisani kicked the table that day. It's like, you know, but you know, she actually has made it her tireless journey to bring back our boxers who have not had fights and fight staff for a very long time. She does it. I don't know how she does it, but she always seems to resuscitate, is the way that I can say, or bring life to them, you know. Not like that church where they brought somebody to life in a box, but bring them back to life, you know, because 2 years, Zolani, you even said, 2 years, and you're right here on TLB, you know. So we better start believing it, you know, and I think she has done that, and that is very, very exciting, because we've never seen these boxers in a very long time. And such is what Thabang Ramahole as well. You know, Thabang hasn't fought for probably 3 years. 2 years, yes. I was close. Okay, Thabang, from the last time I saw you, you know, you didn't have a beard. So, but you can stand up, take off your mask so we can see it's really you. What can we look forward to in that fight, in that upcoming fight? And the fact that, you know, you are going to be in the company of these stars that are here. And this bill put together by TLB Boxing Promotions and ABC Mnisi's matchmaking, class matchmaking. And Tamla is here. I can't believe he's here. He's sitting right here next to you. Yes, and what can we look forward to? I know you're one of the boxers that fought, I think you fought Chauke. You fought Chauke, yes. You fought Chauke. And it was a very good fight. You know, you were going hammer and tongs with each other until he dropped you. You know, you actually dropped him, didn't you?
In the second round.
Aha. Okay, what can we look forward to in that fight, in the coming fight?
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, I haven't fought in 2 years. Thank you to AMNIC, TLB Promotions, and Last Born Promotions. Well, I'm a hungry now, so it's going to be a good fight. I'm not knowing if Eastern Cape sent got down to test me before the other pretty boy, but I'm here to justify who the real pretty boy is and show off my skills in boxing. Thank you.
I tell you what, if it's been a very long day, it's been a very long media conference, but it's worth it. You know, it's worth it. When you got 2 tournaments, there's not much you can do. You know, you need to really talk about them, and it's the only way we can sell the tournaments. And thanks to you, Bruce Jones, for all the hard work that you're doing, selling the sport and making sure that people know what is happening. And you know, we would like to thank everybody that's made it today. It's quite an honor and a privilege to have you guys here supporting this, and I'm sure we've come to the conclusion of this occasion, you know, this momentous historic occasion, amidst the stars here, amidst all the stars that are here. Everybody's a star in their own right. And I would like to give this opportunity now to our mother, the president of South African Boxing, Ms. Joyce Kumwani of TLB Boxing Promotions, to close and actually give us any notices that there may be, so that we can know what is happening. But thank you very much for everybody, and thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to talk to you, you know, and over to you, ma'am.
Thank you once more, Principal. Before I make the announcement, let me do what I actually nearly did at the beginning, to thank everybody that is here, most importantly our media. I know that you've got busy schedules, but when I drop something, you always are there or available to give us the support. We really appreciate your good work. Is actually seen. Tepo, my brothers up there, hello. We really appreciate your good work, and I actually don't like mentioning names because you know you'll mistakenly forget somebody, and personally I would take an offense to say you mentioned other people and left me out. So I think if I have said media, we really appreciate, even if I don't mention you by names, you are covered. Principal, I know that I always hijack you. You know, I told him yesterday to say there's a press conference, Principal, I expect you to be there, no questions. I gave you an instruction, and you always listen, and you are always available to be there for us. You're always there for us, Principal, and msebetsi ya hao ka nnete ya bonahala, and I appreciate. Modimo wa ekeletsi. My son, Velile, I don't know who appointed you to be the CEO, but I hear this name running around. He's the CEO, Rasipo, Michael, AB, and then there's this one next to me who's very naughty. He says he's actually the promoter, he's his promoter. So I don't know where that deal happened, but I want to say, my son, I appreciate. I know I trouble you at times. You know, he's just 23, and you can imagine what the 23 years are doing most of the times. But he's always there to give me support. I know I never appreciate you, but I appreciate you. Avis, my left-hand man. That's my left-hand man. You know, Tamla, we were laughing day before yesterday, and as I was talking to him to say, and then ngapa Evi. And it's because along the way, you'll have the initial bill, but along the way, there's so many changes. And you end up forgetting to change. Just like yesterday, I don't know whether it's on purpose for him to sabotage me. He sent me a bill that's not updated. And because I get involved in putting up a bill, that is why I'll remember. You saw me reading from the phone, but some of the things that are in the phone are actually not there. The things that I read are actually not in the phone. So because I become part of that, the product, at least I will know what is happening. I really appreciate my brother. I know that we talk for 4 hours over the phone, and you're always patient. And even when I say to you, I change I say Mpumalanga, I say we are so good, long tournaments as a Gauteng. And then yesterday around 6 o'clock we are going to Mpumalanga on the 11th. And you're always humble. I really appreciate the trainers and managers. I hope the boxers are ready. Now fans are allowed. We don't want clowns in the ring. Tete, I'm one person and I'm going to brag about it. Sometimes when people don't praise you, you must just praise yourself. I believe in quality. And I make sure every time that I put up tournaments, there's quality. So I expect the boxers also to deliver. Because when you are in my bill, it means I believe in you and I expect you to deliver quality. We don't want actors. We're not going to go into the ring, yes, unless if you get what Tete gave to somebody, those yes. But other than that, that's the only reason or the only way that I'm going to accept a person to fight for less than a second or the agreed rounds in their contract. No other excuse. You're not going to go into the ring and dance for a few seconds and fall onto the ground and say, at least I've got my Christmas money. That's not me. So I hope you're working hard. Steps, you're making sure. But as long as you make it a point that the title remains in TLB, the Gauteng title. Vora Weld, Mtiza, Astrid, come and stand here. Yes. You can face them. His name is Astrid. He'll tell you his surname. This is the guy that made it possible for us to be seated here today in this beautiful venue. Actually outstanding. And the patience that he had. When did we start talking, by the way? Mid-October. And at first they were reluctant to tap, to say, the management says, they can't do the boxing. I said, hey, Daddy, I'm coming there. Tell them who I am. If it means I have to talk to them, I'll come and talk to them. And we've got, I'm going to say they're beautiful. I hear people say men are not beautiful. But those who know English, they know you can use the word because it means the deeds. Beautiful guys at the back, David and Jeb. They are the reason, guys, you saw TLB when you entered. They are the reason you've been seeing yourselves here. We really appreciate. you got the message that you must take to the management, Astrid, to say the boxers say they want to be here every week.
Yes, I did.
And definitely this is going to be our home as TLB Brasipo. You know, if they were to tell me that in Mpumalanga, Nelspruit, there's something like this, we would definitely be at the same venue, but in Mpumalanga. But I'll check with them. You'll never know. Vodacom is national, by the way. Ne? So possibly there's something like this in Mpumalanga. We'll have to speak to them to say, give us people that we should talk to in Mpumalanga. Tamla, Andas, so he can be called. Boy, got the Begai Kutamla, Mrs. Joy. Kutizenzega lento. Mrs. Joy, man. Hey, I can't face Zolani, man. Hey, no funny and stress. I can't know their stress, Mrs. Joy. Pinda phone, you'd call 10 times in a day. In a day, you call 10 times. And I want to say, I appreciate the manager like him, who really has got interest of the boxer at heart. I mean, he flew all the way. My keeper and feel. You know, people were talking things that they don't know. And I don't know, you know, boxing is so scary. Journalists, I'm going to share this with you. It's so scary. Things happen behind closed doors. But 6 o'clock in the morning, they are already on Facebook, a page of boxing. So I'm glad that we kept it until the right time. Because you came down, you flew down to GP. People knew that you flew to GP, and your destination was another place. And I kept calm, Brasipo, I kept quiet. And then I said, let them talk whatever they're talking. We know what we're going to do, what we're going to bring for the people. Because people said, hi, but I embarrassed. And then I loved Pumes. And then others came with, they matched you, Tete. Yeah, and they even mentioned the venue where you will be fighting. And that time, we knew that you actually come into Gauteng under TLB Boxing Promotions. The announcements, guys, like Brasipo said, please go and market the event. We are now allowed spectators. Tickets will be sold at CompuTicket. I think we'll be finalizing today for the loading of tickets. And you know we are given $750 for indoors, but we have agreed with the venue, yes, with the $350. So you can imagine the 3 buses from DK. It's how many seats taken already. So I think we need to start moving towards ShopRite, Checkers, wherever, where you can get your tickets online, and so that you don't rush at the last minute and then you don't find tickets. So we're only going to load 300 tickets for sales. I want that venue to be full. Members of the media, please RSVP in time so that you know most you are special guests. Otherwise, I'll tell you, go and buy a ticket lefty. So please RSVP in time so that you get your space. Other than that, I want to thank everybody, my boxers. There's no lunch for you today. You are training, you are working on weight. So unfortunately, we made sure that you get water. I know you need water. But on a serious note, those who would love to have lunch, please indicate so that we can go down there. I think at the mall, they call it the mall, you know Vola World. We know Mall of Africa, Mall of what. They've got Vola World Mall. So down there at the mall, at the entrance. What is it? Blacksmith. They say it's blacksmith. We can go and have lunch there, and then we do the arrangements together with yourselves. I think we're done for the day. Obviously, the media people would like to have the one-on-one, and you will indicate to say who you would like to interview the one-on-ones. Please indicate so that when we leave here, we go for lunch. But we are not forcing anybody. Those who are on diet, you are welcome to excuse us and indicate so. I see that this intimidating me, Dasipo. We are. 11 seconds. Okay, thank you everybody.
I think it was never said that as boxers, we are not allowed to ask questions. I'm not breaking any rules. So, I've got a question. I believe one of the fights is Koyo up. One of my boys fighting. And I think Bobo Ramahole was the one who approached me for that fight. Utabang against Usnetemba. So I've got a question for Utabang. What inspired you to want to fight Usnetemba? And how sure are you that you can beat Usnetemba?
Well, to answer your booty, I was watching Usne fight the last time I had Poison, and we in the same weight. I was like, this guy's fighting for the same. They say people choking. No, I need to fight back and fight Choke again and get the title. So I think I can fight him. He's a good boxer. He's training with you, so I believe not far an hour. He's got the skills. I won't take that away from him. He's good. But he's not good enough to tongue shy. Honestly, he's good. I won't lie, he's good. He's a good boxer, but not good enough to be a champ with this wound. He needs to go to junior flyweight. Maybe he can punch them. But as for flyweight, he doesn't have that punch. No, at all.
I know.
You are answered.